Hey gamers, welcome back to another N3 broadcast. I'm Swampy Joe Bull.
And I'm Killer Queen 8803.
Playing for the esports team at state has always been a dream of mine.
Same, so if you'll excuse us, we're going to keep practicing.
But in the meantime, take a look at how the current members of the Northwest esports team did this year at state. Hey, no screen cheating!
Recently, members of the Northwest Esports team had the opportunity to compete at state.
Well, state esports, it kind of looks like a big room with a bunch of computers, and you have your back rooms so that people can't really see other people's screens so that they can't cheat. And then you have your announcers off to the side. They commentate over what you're doing during the game so that people that are watching can hear and see what you're doing.
Esports members compete in a variety of different games.
StarCraft, it's kind of like, I guess like Clash of Clans, but a lot more faster paced, and the matches only last till 25 minutes. You're fortifying, you're building up troops, and you're continuously attacking until nobody's buildings are left standing.
Well, there could be different things like categories. Categories like, there's StarCraft, which is very big on the brain. You have to be smart to play that game. There's Overwatch. Very team-oriented. There's Rocket League, which all three players depends on their mechanical skills, how they play, and if they can work as a team.
Through time and practice perfecting their craft, some esports participants went above and beyond and placed at the state competition.
Unfortunately, there was 3 of us, and we got 4th, 3rd, and 2nd, losing to Scut.
For Rocket League, there was obviously 4 schools, since our second team didn't get in, sadly. It was South Sioux, Scut, and Gretna, and then us.
Congratulations to the Northwest Fall Esports team on a very successful season.
Sheesh, we're going to need a lot more practice.
No kidding, especially you.
I just need somebody that knows what they're doing so they can make me better.
Like a coach? Because maybe I could teach you.
Carter, I said somebody that knows what they're doing.
Come on, it can't be that hard.
I don't know. Coaching can be really difficult.
Well, if it's so hard, the coaches at Northwest make it look really easy.
Well, let's see what actually goes into being a coach before, you go and quit your day job.
During the hiatus between fall and winter sports, coaches at Northwest are able to take a step back and appreciate their teams.
I'm Coach Murr, and I coach girls basketball.
I'm Coach Seabrands, and I coach wrestling here at Northwest.
I'm Coach Paul, and I coach boys basketball.
Why I coach? Well, I like the challenge. It's always a great thrill to take a group and see their progress and hopefully get another one of these.
Why do I coach? Obviously, it would be remiss to say I don't love sports, but I love being around kids and I love watching them, compete and the teamwork side is unbelievable.
Boys basketball head coach Chip Baugh and wrestling head coach Brian Seabrantz are proud of the leadership and communication skills their respective sports teach students.
The reason why I coach is just to have an impact on young individuals, usually high school guys, boys, and I enjoy the sport. It's just rewarding when I see those kids have success, and when they punch their ticket to the state tournament, it just makes you feel so much better about what you give back to the sport.
Goes into coaching. It's probably first and foremost about relationship building and trust building, but then it's teaching competitiveness and toughness, and so whether it's basketball or football, it's all going to be kind of all relative. That it's going to make it fun. Number one, you want kids to enjoy what they do, but you also want them to get better and compete and like I said, relationship build. I hope the things they learn or value from it, they carry over into life.
I think there's a lot of preparation. Sports are starting to become a year-round thing. If you just focus on the 3 months that we have them here, I think you get more out of them if you can break it up throughout a whole year. I still encourage them to be 3-sport athletes, but just preparing with other programs, the teams that you're going to face, you got to know what kind of moves they use so you can break it down and plan your practices for that week.
Well, we talk a lot about staying in the moment. Don't get too high, don't get too low. And we stole that from Coach Cook, the Husker volleyball coach, because he's really smart and it works for him, and so it works for us.
We say the word be us, probably is something we coin a lot. We feel like we're really hardworking in practice. We feel like we're hopefully a tough team. And again, we work more on us than anybody else.
I just tell our kids to lay it on the line, leave it on the mat, give us everything you got, and be coachable. Like I said, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but leave it all out there on the mat and give us everything you got.
Okay, you're right. That does look like hard work.
It's okay. I have to start wrapping presents anyways.
Oh man, I got so caught up in gaming, I totally forgot about the fundraiser.
That's okay. You can use some of my wrapping paper.
Oh thanks, but we better get going before we are late.
Certainly not your average show choir rehearsal, the Northwest Show Choirs had a fundraiser at Best Buy wrapping gifts for customers.
This event is a holiday-free Christmas wrapping. Essentially, people who are here are just people who signed up or who need to pay off the rest of our accounts. And people are just coming and wrapping Christmas presents for them, and they can just give us their free will donations.
We're wrapping presents, and any customer that wants us to wrap a gift for them will do it, and then we accept donations.
Having this be Show Choir's first Best Buy fundraiser, a few things went into putting it on.
So we set this up as my dad's actually the general manager here at Best Buy, and my mom's on the Music Boosters, and so they were looking for ideas of different places to go, and we just ended up volunteering Best Buy. And they've been super great, just giving us a spot and just letting us do what we need to do.
Throughout the school year, Northwest Choirs hold several different types of events to raise money for competitions.
This fundraiser will benefit Show Choir a lot because it'll pay for a lot of the set that we get, a lot of the big props and stuff we use for our show.
Raising money for a show choir in general, there are people who still need to pay off their accounts, which like that money goes to costumes and to risers and to any sets that we need for each show.
This isn't the only fundraiser Show Choir holds, as it takes a lot of work to put on the show.
The fundraisers that we've held this year, we bagged groceries at Hy-Vee earlier this month, and that made a lot of money. And then the Music Boosters are planning more fundraisers before competition season.
That was such a good fundraiser yesterday.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, but I have to admit, I'd much rather be building gingerbread houses.
I've really never built one before. It's always kind of freaked me out because the house is like made out of flesh and whatever.
What are you talking about? The gingerbread men are definitely made out of houses.
No, the house is made out of flesh.
Okay, we obviously have some things to get settled, but until then, let's get into everyone's favorite segment,
Viking in the Village.
Welcome back to another episode of Viking in the Village, and today's question is a gingerbread man made out of house, or is his house made out of flesh?
Is a gingerbread man made of house, or is his house made out of flesh?
Well, the gingerbread man, he's made of ginger.
Oh, wow. Okay, so is a gingerbread man made out of flesh? No, he's made out of gingerbread.
Well, he sacrificed his flesh to build his house like Jesus.
Is a gingerbread man made out of house, or is his house made out of flesh?
Flesh?
His house is made out of flesh? Why?
Because the gingerbread man had to build the gingerbread house.
I want to change my answer. His flesh is the house.
Not of house. So there's no flesh in ginger.
Well, it's definitely not made out of flesh, because flesh is skin, and it's not gingerbread.
Because it's made out of a cookie, so it's just made out of a cookie overall.
Yep.
And
gingerbread man's made out of its house. Boom.
I'm still saying the gingerbread man has a gingerbread house. I mean, the dude is just full of gingerbread. That's what I'm saying.
The house is made out of gingerbread. The gingerbread man is also made out of gingerbread. Therefore, the house is made out of gingerbread and flesh. The gingerbread is house and flesh. The flesh is gingerbread, house, flesh, gingerbread man, flesh, house. Yes.
I'm going to say it's made out of flesh because I don't think gingerbread houses are that cool. I think a gingerbread man, looks way cooler than a gingerbread house. I feel bad for that one scene in Shrek where the gingerbread man, his legs are taken off.
Okay, I think it's settled.
Yeah, the man
house
is made of house. I guess we'll never know.
Well, gamers, I think it's time. I'm Swampy Joe Bull.
And I'm Killer Queen 8803. We'll see you next time.
Peace. Perfect. Oh man, I got so caught up in gaming. Oh man, I got. Oh dang it! I got so. That line.
When I wrote this, I was like,
We better get going before we're late.
now we have to leave. I forgot about
Oh shoot! I was like,
that. This isn't in the frame, is it? Or is it? But what about our wrapping paper?
Fundraiser.
Is this something?
And then it can just black out.
Sorry, I kind of cut you.
Boom. That was good.
Was that one fine?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay,
All right, dogs.
gamers. Pew pew pew. Cute zombies.
That was good.
Okay, I don't think
I'm thinking. You know, I was doing just fine.
I wasn't though.
Well, gamers. Wait, you're right. That does look. What? We'll see you next time on it. We can always cut that out.
Yeah.